everybody, and welcome to the DISTI Tech Tip for the month of August. Today we're going to be covering how to change your application so it has a transparent background in case you want to show something behind what you create. So what we have right now is I've created a small application that is just a basic media interface. From here, if we run it, this is actually running from the .NET control. Here you can see we have different buttons for fast forwarding, changing the volume, stopping, rewinding. Then we can also pause and then resume whatever we want to show. So right now it's just a basic black background, and the goal here is to show something behind the outlining areas. So how are we going to do this? We'll start by opening up the GL Studio project. From here you can see the basic outline of what we have. We have a black background, then we have the player that shows over the background, and we also have the control group. From here we have the different panels, the buttons for the pause and play, and we also have the left controls and the right controls all grouped into different groups for easy navigation between the buttons. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to change a different background because we want to show a different background. The way this works is within C# there will be a specific color that will be transparent. So what we'll need to do is create a mutex group that will be a different color than black, and then C# will know that that color is the color that's supposed to be transparent. So right now we'll copy this black background, paste it, and we'll rename it something else so then we can easily change it within the mutex group and for reference. We'll change this, the name of this group that contains all the different boxes for the background to invisible background. Now this is the same color as the previous group, so we'll change the color here. Right now it's 0, 0, 0. And what I've found for this application, the best color here is actually 2, 2, and 1. You'll actually be able to find, if you do this on your own, that you might have a certain color that works better than other colors. It might be able to run a little bit faster. So here we have a different box with a slightly different background. Now what we do is create a mutex group with the two backgrounds so they can change between one another based on the user input. So from here, we'll actually create a mutex group, and we'll rename this mutex group to background mutex group. And then we'll need to set the properties of this group. Scroll down. Everything looks right. Now from here, what I've done is to create the different applications. You can see when we run the program itself, when we press pause, it changes the buttons from pause to play. And this is done with another mutex group within the application. And it changes with this state property that I've created. This state property simply changes the mutex group right here, the center button, from pause to play based on when the object is clicked on within the control group. Right here. Here we go. If you can see here, the state changes based on if the pause or play button is clicked. So we're going to change that, so instead of just changing the pause and play button, it will also change the state of the mutex group. So as you can see, it's going to change the background from one state to the other, which will be the soon-to-be transparent background, and it also changed the play and pause state. So right now we've created, we've updated our RSO. We'll need to build that. And then we will open RSO. now that our RSO is built, we can open it within C#. So here's the new backgrounds, the new RSO that we just built, and it updates within this application. The final part of this puzzle is to change, right after we just created, we'll set the transparency state for this application. And this is done by using a transparency key. Here you can set the color to anything that you would like, but as I said earlier, I found that the best color for this application would be 2, 2, and 1. Now, we'll build it one more time. And here, when you press the play and pause button, not only does it change the button, but it also changes the background. That's because of the mutex state. So instead of changing it from black, it changes it to the black that's slightly different RGB values. And from there, C# takes over, and it knows that that color is supposed to be transparent. The application for this is pretty neat. If you wanted to show a video or something like that for quick prototyping, you could create an outline application and then play it. And it would seem as though the video is playing within the application itself. So right now, that's the tech tip for August 2010. And this will be posted up on the Disti website shortly. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I hope you can use this in your application to make something even cooler and better.